Hey, what's up, everybody? This is serious. Cowboys lost, man. So everybody think about this game. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat box, everybody. I'll say this, man. This is it's early, obviously. But like I said, like I just said, these are the kind of games that can come back to haunt you later when you need. You know, obviously you're not going to win every game of the season, but man, all of the talk, all the acquisitions, everything we've done, coaches, player acquisition, the draft, and then to come out and look like I really didn't see any difference. The defense to me actually looked like it even took a step back. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Did you feel any difference at all? I mean, I know we got a good coach and everything, but not the way I wanted to start the season, man. Not good. Very disappointing. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I understand the offensive pass interference call there at the end. I thought that was total BS. If anything, it should have gone to Jalen Ramsey, or they shouldn't even have called that. You know, so Michael Gallup beat him. Jalen Ramsey crying like a little baby. So we shouldn't have been in that position, though. You know, this game was this felt like a Garrett kind of game where you're scratching and clawing and all that kind of stuff that Garrett would always say. It just I didn't feel a difference. Okay, defensively speaking, the whole talk we were going to revamp and get bigger in the middle. We still got thrashed. You know, we couldn't stop the run as good as I thought we would. You know what I mean? So was the team a little overhyped? Was it because we didn't see preseason football? Was the team overhyped? Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Cowboys are? Do you think everybody kind of overhyped these guys? Everybody, you know. I mean, we were all excited, right? So definitely not the end of the world by any means, but not what you want to see. You know what I mean? Not what you want to see. So the defense just didn't get it done, man. Some of the highlights let's get to the things that I do like, right? I liked how Ezekiel Elliott looked tonight. Okay. He looked phenomenal. He looked good, man. He looked light on his feet. He was finishing runs, running with speed, trucking people. He looked good, man. I think Ezekiel Elliott looks really, really good. Uh, the defense, not impressive. Leighton Vander Esch, let's talk about that. Okay, Leighton Vander Esch, they say it's a collarbone injury, and they're saying it's broke. That injury, typically takes a long time. Obviously they're saying at the earliest 3 weeks. Let's get real. It's a collarbone. We've seen what happens around here with collarbones, and it takes a while. You know what I mean? Or you can re-crack it. So, but now all of a sudden, you have to acknowledge this. Is Leighton Vander Esch injury prone? All right, he's already dealing with the neck. He's missed some time with some other stuff, and now the collarbone. So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat box, guys. Is Leighton Vander Esch getting the injury prone tag? It's not good, man. There's a reason why the Cowboys were looking at Kenneth Murray and Patrick Queen during the draft process. I think they need to get better there at linebacker. Um, as much as I'm a fan of Jalen Smith, I love him to death. He is he can't. I don't know. His level of play is not what it used to be, and for him to need another player next to him to excel is not that good. And I hate to say that because that's my boy, but a linebacker needs to be looked at here. Okay. Um, Let me ask you guys this. I tweeted this out tonight. Earl Thomas come in picture now, like realistically. Do you need an Earl Thomas on here? I'm saying yes, and here's why. You're gonna lose Leighton Vander Esch, who's a blue chip player. This defense, the way they look today, without a blue chip player and Leighton Vander Esch, it's not gonna get it done. And obviously it could be the matchup. These guys were getting rid of the ball really relatively quick, so they game planned this defense really well. So we may have better success versus other teams, but if other teams use this in their playbook to cancel out our pass rush, it's going to be a long season because you need people tackling. Uh, I'm not impressed with Darian Thompson, man. I'm just not. Xavier Woods made some plays. Trayvon Diggs, I think, did well. For a rookie in his first game out there, he made some plays. He lost some reps. He didn't get beat. Connor Williams, nah, man. Okay, let's talk about this. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but uh, when Connor Williams' shoe fell off, he came off the sideline. Tyler Biadasz went in there at left guard. Connor McGovern was supposedly in this camp battle was deactivated today. He wasn't even active for the roster. So this tells me something here. Okay, this tells me a few things. Connor McGovern, he also has position flex. He can play guard and he has some center ability. They chose to go with Biadasz over Connor McGovern. So Connor McGovern to me, just that is not good. But what I really want to look at is, do they take a peek at Tyler Biadasz at left guard? All right, because man, Connor Williams, dude, there's not the improvement. He was getting manhandled, man. I mean, and I know it's Aaron Donald, but you know, I think he's plateaued. Connor Williams has plateaued. He's not going to get better. He is what he is. All right, and he's a weak link on that thing. The deal there with Lyle Collins, whether it was conditioning and then his hip, whatever it is, disappointing because now look where we're at. Terrence Steele, garbage, dude. And I'm disappointed in the coaching staff for sticking with him. We just talked about this the other day that this staff would make a change if somebody got in trouble. They didn't do it, but obviously Cam Irvin got hurt, so if they wanted to make a change, they couldn't even do it really. So Cowboys looking a little goofy there on the offensive line, and it's a little bit of a liability, man. Not to overreact, but that thing. Blake Jarwin, he's injured. So now we're, and that's one thing I was really afraid of. If we were we couldn't lose Blake Jarwin. Now you got Dalton Schultz, uh, McEwen, Blake Bell out there. It's zero factor, man. So do you look at the waiver wire? Do you pick up a player like a Delaney Walker? I think I would consider him. I know he's a free agent, pretty good, but we'll see how long we'll see how long Jarwin is out. If anybody knows what the length of injury is for Blake Jarwin, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat box. I'm trying to find out if I can see anything here on Jarwin. But not good, man. I didn't like the safeties really coming into this game. Darian Thompson beating out Clinton Dix. That didn't excite me and didn't do it for me in this game. All right. The offense just felt like the same deal, man. I think maybe McCarthy really does need to do something about adding more of his thumbprint on it, because this felt too much like Garrett and Kellen Moore were still in there, man. I had to pinch myself, like, dude, what are we doing, man? CeeDee Lamb, he had a couple of catches in this game. The rookie, yeah, we tried to convert that fourth down. He, couldn't make the play, or maybe he didn't run the route enough deep enough to make that first down, because it wasn't even close. He was like a yard and a half off when he got tackled. So that's that there. A lot of questions about DeMarcus Lawrence. Where was he? I have the same question. Where the hell was DeMarcus Lawrence? All right. Yeah, he plays the run defense, but you're paying him a whole lot of money, and I don't even know. Let me look at his. Let's take a look at the stat sheet, guys. I'm gonna share them with the screen here. Let's take a look at the stat line and let's break it down. Let's see what these guys did. As far as statistics, let's take a look at this. All right, we're looking at the right side of the screen here. Statistics for the Cowboys. Yeah, so Zeke had a pretty good game, man. 96 yards, 4.4. He looked good. Prescott had to air it out there at the end. Cooper, 10 receptions, 81 yards, 14 targets. So, and he was battling with Ramsey for the most part, but, even Gallup had some battles there. CeeDee Lamb, 5 receptions, 59. That's not bad, right? Not bad. Gallup, 3 for 50. Zeke, Pollard, tight ends, man, didn't do anything. And obviously, Blake Jarwin was hurt. Cheeto got the interception. Darren Thompson. Those screens were eating us up, man. They didn't have an answer, dude. I don't know, man. The Mike Nolan stuff, you kind of heard about it, that the peak of his career was earlier in the 90s and that kind of thing. This was not a good defensive performance. I did like Aldon Smith. I think he had a good game, for not playing for 5 years. Pretty solid. Had a sack, tackle for loss. I think he was all over the place. So he had a pretty good game. Everson Griffin, too quiet for my liking. Terry Poe, too quiet for my liking. Tristan Hill, look at that, 2 for 2, nothing there. Trevon Diggs had a pretty good game, statistically for tackles, but he had pretty good coverage. He did get beat a couple times though. Look at D-Law. Dude, this is not good, man. DeMarcus Lawrence. That's why everybody's asking, where the heck is DeMarcus Lawrence? He's barely even on the stat line, man. So, not a good game, man. Crawford, not a good game, dude. Let's look at the Rams. Look at that. They beat us without even getting a passing touchdown, man. Come on. They ran on us. Again. Look at this. 2 touchdowns on the ground. Robert Woods ate us up, man. Tyler Higbee, they couldn't answer that one there. Cup, yeah, man. Jalen Ramsey. How many sacks did we give up tonight? 1, 2, 3. 3 sacks. It's actually not too bad, but not good either. It's not good, bro. Not good at all. You know what I mean? So disappointing night, disappointing game. Let me see what my other notes are here. Let me take a look here. Let's take a look. I wrote down some notes here as the game was going that I wanted to touch upon. But let me know, did you guys what did you think about the play on the offensive line? Connor Williams. What did you think about Joe Looney? I think they're gonna have to shuffle some stuff around there, man. You know, you may want to actually get a look at Tyler Biadasz somewhere on this line. All right, he's big, he's strong. Why are you resting him out there? I mean, if he's better than Looney, just put him out there. If he's better than Connor Williams, just put him out there. You know what I mean? Like, they gotta figure out that right tackle though. That turn still. I don't know why he even made 3, dude. He's bad, dude. I mean, he looked bad in the Senior Bowl. Didn't reports where he wasn't looking too good in camp, like that. That kind of baffles me to be honest. So I'm wondering about that. But guys, let me know in the comments. Do you guys want Earl Thomas? Do you think the Cowboys need to go ahead and just get that deal done? For me, I'm on board. Let's do it. Darian Thompson's not the answer. I'm lukewarm on Xavier Woods. You're gonna have to replace some of that leadership and tackling ability there, because Leighton Vander Esch is going to be gone for a while, maybe the whole season. So go get him. Go get Earl Thomas, man. Stop messing around. That's it. That's it. I've seen. I know it's just one game, but I've seen enough, man. Because you're gonna play other teams that are going to put pressure on that secondary in the middle of that defense now. Every team sees the blueprint. LVE's out. How do you beat these guys? Screens all day, screen you to death. That's what these guys did. Oh man. Oh man, dude. Like, I'm disappointed though. You know what I mean? Because I thought McCarthy would have had a better performance. We're back to the one possession game. Where whoever has the ball at the end of the game wins it. I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I wanted the Cowboys to be prolific. And, it could be that it's, the start of the season and that kind of thing. But the other teams were lighting it up. You know what I mean? So they got out game planned. And maybe we're overrating some of the players on this team. Let's be real. Okay? Let's be real about that. Dontari Poe, like I said, barely on the stat line. A bigger body, but, Novell Gallimore, nowhere to be seen. Tristan Hill, he got the keys. We'll see, man. We have Atlanta next, so that's gonna be another pressure point. These guys have the ability to execute this type of game plan that the Rams did. So, you got to deal with Julio Jones. Calvin Ridley can tear you up. Who's the other guy they have out there? I mean, that's gonna be a tough game too, man. They have the personnel to execute that same game plan that the Rams did, and we didn't have an answer for it. So, they're gonna have to make some moves here really quick. You probably gonna have to go pick up another tight end. Go pick up. You gotta really think about Earl Thomas, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is, bro. See what else we got. See what else we got in the comments, guys. See if we got any questions or comments. I'll start taking a look at them here. Cowboys 20-17. Should have won this game, man. Garrett is clapping in New York. Yeah, so they're playing they're playing Monday night, right? Giants. Yeah, it wasn't a PI. We did get robbed on that. It shouldn't have come down to that. That was disappointing though. You know what I mean? Like, not good, man. Earl Thomas. Earl right away, yeah. I'm fully on board, man. We gotta replace production. Couldn't stop the run. We couldn't. You know, it was the same old. It looked like the playoff game. You remember when we played them in the playoffs a few seasons ago and we couldn't stop the run? And it wasn't even Gurley that was tearing us up in that game. It was man, I already forgot the guy's name, dude. He tore us up. It wasn't even Gurley that really tore us up. So, disappointing, dude. Earl Clay, can we sign Clay? Got a couple of Clay Matthews in here. Sure, go get Earl. See a lot of people that want Earl. BS3 Radio. Make sure you guys follow BS3, Ben Sutter. He does a great job over there. Great podcast. He's great, man. Follow BS3 Radio. Earl should be here already, yeah. So the whole deal with Earl Thomas and what they're saying is if you sign him after week 1, the contract wouldn't be fully guaranteed, right? So if he gets injured, you know, you're not on the hook. Or if he becomes a pain in the butt, like some people think he might, you can cut him and, you know, the money wouldn't be guaranteed. So if we're going to see any movement on the Earl Thomas front, it's going to be very soon. Like it could be as early as tomorrow to get him in here and get this thing going, man, because Darian Thompson is not the answer. Xavier Woods, you know, but, you know, and the thing about Earl Thomas, he has that flexibility, free safety, strong, whatever you want to do, as long as he's on the field. So stop messing with it. You know what I mean? Like they've done their homework on him. If all they're waiting on is the guaranteed money part of it, you're going to see the deal done this week, I would think, you know. But if they legitimately don't have interest in Earl Thomas, if they don't sign him this week, that ship is going to sell. You know what I mean? Because at that point, why, you know what I mean? So it's going to be now or never for Earl. If it doesn't happen this week, it ain't going to ever happen. Yeah, Tristan was garbage. Just wasn't none of these guys were very effective. I really only legitimately really liked Alden Smith. I think he had some good plays in this game. Everson Griffin, you know, where was he? Crawford, 0 factors, usual. I mean, I don't know why people are so attached to Tyron Crawford. I don't see it, and we didn't see it tonight from him either. So coming back down to earth. Now, is the sky falling? No, it's not. Is it the end of the world? No, it's not. But you know, at least now you know what you need to fix. Linebackers, safety, tight end, and you got to figure out this offensive line. The configuration that they have right now with Terrence Steele, that ain't gonna cut it. Cam Irvin injured. This guy likes to be injured. I don't even see him coming back to help out next week. So now you're looking at, do you have to start Terrence Steele again there at right tackle? I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to see Terrence Steele out there again, man. Like, come on, man. So they need to figure that out. You know, either go make some kind of small trade if you can find somebody, or shuffle some people around. All right, like I said, Tyler Biadasz might be the key to this deal. Put him there at left guard. Maybe you kick out Connor Williams to right tackle. I think he might be better suited there. So I don't know, man. I see some Snacks Harrison's comments in there. Yeah, man. Honestly, dude, like, you could get him in here for cheap. You know, nobody has signed him. He lives in the area. And he's not a 3 tech. I can't stand that cop out. When you remember when McCoy got out, and that hurt us, man. I knew that was gonna hurt us, and here it is, because Tristan Hill, he might turn into something later, but we just didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it in the game. I'll have to rewatch it. But crazy deal, man. Let's see what else we got here in the comments, guys. Appreciate you guys joining us live. I wish we had better news tonight, but it is what it is. So yeah, get snacks. I'm on board for that too. They've been moving money around here and there, presumably for the cap going down, and rumors that they want to free up money for signing Dak Prescott long. What did you guys? What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. Dang internet, acting kind of goofy again. So let's get back to the discussion here. Dak not worth all the money. That I just asked you guys that. Appreciate you guys sticking there with me when I fell off. Connor Williams looked good on several plays versus 99. I don't know, man. Here and there, but for the most part, the pressure was on. He was a wrecking ball, man. The Aaron Donald is a special player. I mean, we knew he was gonna win some reps, right? So it's not somebody that you're gonna completely shut down, but Connor Williams can't handle the strength. You know what I mean? He was able to beat him on swim moves. He was able to pull him down, and then shrug him out of the way. So yeah, I don't know, man. He did win some, but the ones that he lost, they hurt bad, man. Too much pressure on Dak. See what else we got here in the comments, guys. Appreciate all you guys. Cowboys offing us both sides of the ball. Yeah, I agree. It looked like it really legitimately did, man, and not even overreact. Like it didn't look like It didn't look like what we thought. Like, oh man, we're gonna have the Green Bay offense here, and we're gonna be up tempo. We're gonna be using all these guys all over the place, and Pollard and CeeDee Lamb and this and that. And man, to the Rams' credit, man, they did a great job game planning us. With no preseason ball, but it is kind of it is a little bit concerning that we didn't have any preseason games for them to break down. So to me, that tells me that we didn't change the playbook enough with Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy. So they were other film from previous seasons because Kellen Moore in this offense, did it change enough? Is there enough of Mike McCarthy's thumbprint on this offense? I don't think there was. I mean, these guys game planned us really, really well based on last year or the year before on the offense. They had things figured out. They knew how to bracket the receivers, the pressure. So something to think about, guys. Something to think about. That calls a ball too long. McVay outcoached him. Yeah, man. He did. He did. If we're being honest, he did outcoach them. And I'm disappointing on the halftime adjustments. You know, I thought we would see better halftime adjustments. It didn't happen. They stuck with Steele. And maybe it was because we didn't have Cam Irvin and the depth wasn't there. But I felt like they didn't help him enough. The guy was getting beat too much. Mike Nolan D was disappointing. Yes, very disappointing. They were able to get some pressure when they were doing blitzes. I don't think they blitzed enough. Uh, they did a great job disguising their plays, and Chris Collinsworth broke it down during the game. You know, you could run a pass play off of what looks like a run play, and you can run a run play off of what looks like a pass play. So, credit to those guys, man. Like it is like they it's kind of a guessing game, and these guys just couldn't execute. They couldn't get to the quarterback. They were getting the ball away too quick. But I mean, that's no excuse. You should still have in-game adjustments. We didn't see the in-game adjustments. Where were they? Mike Nolan, where the heck were the in-game adjustments? All right, so disappointing right there. All right, I really don't want to see that again. It is just one loss. Yeah, it's early, that kind of thing. But I don't want to hear it anymore. I want the championship. I want the championship. We got a coach in here with credentials. My expectations are high. You know what I mean? And you guys, are all the fans out there. Your expectations should be high as well. So yeah, Jen Smith, he didn't, man. He was I don't know, they need to reevaluate the stuff, man. I hate to say, but they need to reevaluate the linebacking position. You got too many people beat up, dude. Everybody has some kind of health issue on that on no linebacker core. Gifford injury prone. Sean Lee, he's at the end of his career. This is probably his final. He's beat up all the time. Leighton Vander Esch, the neck, the collarbone now. And Jen Smith, he hasn't fully recovered, and he's not. That's what we have. He's definitely still, he's got his speed back, but the agility part of it, you can see that a little bit though. You can see the agility is not back though. It's probably about 85 or 90 on the agility for Jaden Smith, which is good, but okay, let me ask you guys this. So the defense, are we at the point where it's like Sean Lee, but now with Leighton Vander Esch? Is this going to be that now? I hope it's not. You remember when Sean Lee would be injured and the defense would just fold and they wouldn't do their thing? Is that what we're going to do here with late LVE now? If he's gone, are we in big trouble now? I hope that's not the issue, man. Hopefully this was just a hiccup. It was just the Rams game planning us. They made a point that we didn't have enough time to get to the quarterback, but that wasn't every play though. Sometimes they weren't getting home. They had their opportunities. Play calling sucks. Yeah, man. I thought we would have seen more out of Gallup as well. And even Amari Cooper, we didn't get any splash plays from the receivers. Um, they didn't even take shots down the field. Like I said, they did a good job bracketing the receivers, but at the same time, they didn't take any shots. They did the one there for Gallup at the end. But for the most part, I don't remember them taking shots down the field. Let me know what you guys think. That's funny, dude. McCarthy should have gone for the 3. McCarthy lost the game. So, Francis Bernard time. Yeah, the PI call, that was trash, dude. We did get robbed on that, but man, it shouldn't have came down to that. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I wanted to get away from because under Garrett, it was always a field goal or a final drive. Like almost every game was like that. And with everything we built up, and everything, I thought we would have had more scoring. You know what I mean? We got 17 points tonight. That's not going to get it done. That's definitely not going to get it done if your defense is still a little bit suspect. That ain't going to get it done, guys. We have Atlanta next. Do you guys think we're going to take that game? I think we're home for that one. If I remember the schedule correctly, I think we are home for that one there. Let's take a look at this. All right. Take a look at the schedule here real quick. Just to verify. All right. Yeah, we're at home. Okay, so we're good. We're missing Lyle Collins for 3 weeks, right? So we lost to the Rams. We're hosting the Falcons, and then we're on the road against Seattle, who just looks pretty solid. Seattle put up some points. They got Greg Olsen at tight end. Defense played relatively well, so that's gonna be a tough game. This whole thing with Lyle Collins, whether it was the conditioning, whether there's a legitimate injury there, it's that's gonna hurt us. They gotta figure out that right tackle, man. We can't go 0-3. We need to come out of this stretch 2-1. We need to win the next 2 at least, and then Lyle Collins comes back. We can't lose those 3 games, or we're gonna be in a hell of a season, man. So, not hitting the panic button by any means, but you do have to look ahead. You gotta look at the ahead what's coming up. So, Atlanta Falcons, like I said, they have the personnel to execute this Rams type of quick release of the ball because that's what beat us. They were able to get the ball out really quick. Those fast receivers were able to do their thing. The running backs and that kind of thing. So unless the Falcons are just completely incompetent and they don't try to attempt to execute that game plan, we should win that game. All right. But that's what it is, man. Let's see what else we got here in the comments, guys. Comments, questions? Any chance we see Noah Brown at tight end? No. I know that's been something that's been talked about and that kind of thing, but he's slimmed up, so he's not big enough for tight end. And as it is right now, being short-changed there at right tackle for 3 weeks, you're gonna need blocking tight ends. And Noah Brown, he wouldn't be able to handle that assignment. Collins too busy. Maybe, man. Maybe too much fried fish. Who knows, man? Not a good look for him though. So Randy Gregory will be the key coming back. Yeah. So, but that won't be until after week 6, and that'll be against the Redskins, which is like October. I don't know what 15th or I don't know, something like that. Towards the middle or end of October. So still quite a bit of ways, and that kind of thing. But for the upcoming opponents, guys, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting here. Like I said, we need to come out of this little stretch here without Lyle. We need to come out of this 2-1. Atlanta, we host them next week at 12 o'clock noon is kickoff. Then we're on the road the following week at Seattle, and then we host the Browns, who look really bad. And then we're gonna host Jason Garrett week 5, bro. So that's gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be a fun one because It just is. You know, you're gonna have the drama there as far as Garrett trying to dissect this defense, that kind of thing. So we'll see. I'm interested to see how the Giants look on their season opener. As far as the NFC East, the Eagles they look really bad. So you know, right now the leaders in the division right now as it stands, the Washington football team, they're in first place. All right, the Eagles, like I said, I think those guys checked out of that program up 17, and then had like I don't know what was it, 27 points unanswered or some crazy stuff like that. So too many injuries on those guys too. I think they're in bad shape. Um, I don't think they'll be able to turn it around. But for us, the next opponent, next three, it's gonna be big, dude. It's gonna be big time. All right. See what else we got here in the comments, chat box. Appreciate everybody joining us live here for the show here. Cowboys lose 20-17 on the road, SoFi Stadium. The LA Rams, McVay. I can't stand McVay, man. The Rams, man, it's one of those teams. Do they have our number? Do the Rams have our number? Should have kept Garrett. That's hilarious. Don't be surprised if Big D won't make the playoffs. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We just got to clean up some stuff, man. We got to clean up some stuff. And we got to make some acquisitions. But I would be surprised if we didn't make it, man, because this team has a lot of talent. And you got a coach here that is a proven coach. So kind of stumbling out here, kind of stumbling out the gates. I didn't like that, though. That's not what I like. Thoughts on Luke Gifford starting over Joe Thomas? Yeah. Joe Thomas didn't really impress me in this game either. I would take a look at him. Now, can he stay healthy? That's the thing. You might just have to get what you can out of these guys until you run them until they get hurt, because these guys are all kind of beat up, man. They're getting the injury prone tag. So we'll see what else we got here, guys. D-Law all talk. I'm glad that these guys weren't talking boys and all that kind of junk, because they didn't step it up. Antoine Woods, garbage, bro. Like I don't like Antoine Woods either, man. Like, dude, that's why people are talking about Snacks Harrison, right? Because you got Poe as your one tech and Antoine Woods as the other one tech. I would go get Snacks, man. Like, make an adjustment. Do something. You know what I mean? I've just never been a big fan of Antoine Woods. I don't know about Diggs, though. He got burnt a few times and dropped that pick. So I think he had a good game, though, overall. He had that big stop there on run defense. So I'm not afraid to get in the scrum. I thought he had an okay game, for rookie. Not too bad. But like I said, he did lose some of those reps, which was to be expected, man. That I'm okay with. I just want to see some traits. I did see some traits there out of Trayvon Diggs that I really liked. We got Redskin Trolls in the bush. Cowgirls starting the season 0-3. You heard. So we'll see, man. We definitely don't want to go 0-3 though, because that would not be good, dude. That would not be good. Jerry Jones is the Al Davis of today. Yeah, could be. Gallup burnt Ramsey a few times. Yeah, I wanted to see more out of Gallup, man. I just I thought we would have saw more. You know what I mean? More passes down the field, some deep routes. What did you think of Dak's performance? I thought it was okay. I thought he was under duress too much. He was under duress way too much. I thought he had an okay game. It wasn't the kind of game that you would that you wanted to see. It was disappointing. Both sides of the ball, just disappointing, Got some other free agents. Des Bryant, tight end. Clay Matthews, Earl Thomas, snacks. Yeah, so maybe one or two of those guys off that list there, Eddie. But they do need to pick up. They need to make some moves. Shout out to Elm Street Tattoo, Dallas, Texas. Shout out to you guys out there doing your thing. Go get inked up by Elm Street Tattoo. Hit them up. Hit them up. Right there in Dallas. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Was the good fullback? Yeah, that's pretty much what he's good for. Woods eating them W's like Winston. Losing Robert Quinn. Yeah. Where was Blake Bell? Yeah. He made some cameo appearances, but a non-factor, you know. We had too many guys that were non-factors. The Rams just did a pretty good job. They did a pretty good job shutting it down. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Did you like the decision McCarthy made? Yeah, I did. You know, I liked him going forward on fourth down. Play wasn't good, but that's what I want to see from my coach. I want to see him go for it on these types of plays. So I'm not going to second guess him because that's what I wanted him to do. I can't be like, I wanted him to do it and then be over here like, oh man, I'm mad. I didn't want him to do it. I wanted him to go for it on that fourth down. You know what I mean? I know they could have tied it up, but he's going for the win. You know, shout out to that. But the defense, they didn't step it up when they needed to, man. It's the same old defense right now. You know, we made a lot of changes and we got gashed in the running game. Those screens ate us alive. They couldn't adjust. I didn't like that. I didn't like that they didn't do any in-game adjustments to what the Rams were doing to us. They kept doing it. They kept moving the ball, milking the clock. You know, Nolan didn't bring the blitz enough. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it worked on them. It worked the few times that they did it. You know, they were able to get home a couple times. Bring in Delanie Walker. Yeah, that's the guy I mentioned here earlier. He's available, tight end. He's good, man. I wouldn't mind, you know, unless he's got some kind of medical issue. I think, you know, you might need to bring him in. Anybody have an update on Blake Jarwin? Let me see. Let's take a look here. Let's take a peek and see if we got any news on Blake Jarwin's injury. If any of you guys have heard the injury update on Blake Jarwin, let me know in the chat box if you heard anything. Let me see what we got here. Let's see here. CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, people talking about that offensive pass interference call. We got robbed on that one, but it shouldn't have came down to it, man. We got to get out of that rut, man. We got to get out of that rut about being a one-possession team, man. Yeah. Yeah, remember, guys, this is a good point by Jeremy Campbell. David Njoku was rumored as a name who was attached to the Cowboys for a possible trade. So, and then at the time, this was Njoku wanting to get out of Cleveland, which he might want to again because they're not good. I know that Cleveland played the Ravens, and that's a whole other level of a team. But they didn't even look competitive in that game. So could be, man. I'll give you a 5th-round pick for David Njoku. I know they're gonna want a higher pick, but I'm not gonna give a high pick for him. You know, but that's a name to keep an eye on. OJ Howard. The Bucks look like crap today too, so I don't know if they're gonna want to trade him. Gronk didn't do anything. He didn't do anything either. OJ Howard. So I would rather, you know, if they did some kind of trade like that. Let's see what else I got. Torn ACL. Is that official, guys? Let me see. If that's what he's got, they got to go get somebody, man. They just have to. What if they went over there and traded for Witten and got him back over here? Can you imagine? I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Let me see what else we got here. I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to look it up here real quick, guys. Hold on. See if I can get some confirmation here. Michael Gelkin. After evaluations, Cowboys fear that Blake Jarwin has suffered a torn ACL per source. Excuse me. An MRI to reveal injury full nature, but the team's belief is Jarwin has been lost for the season. Injured right knee in the second quarter. Yeah, guys, so that's what it is. Blake Jarwin, he's gone. All right, so yeah, they got to make a move there, man. They're gonna have to add somebody. They could elevate somebody from the, but this team needs somebody that they can move the ball, they can catch. So get the Laney Walker or throw a pick. Go rip off the Texans. You can probably poke their eye out for one of their tight ends over there. Take advantage of Bill O'Brien. Go steal one of their tight ends. There's some guys out there that you can probably trade for. There might be some free agents and that kind of thing. So we'll see what we got. But it's one game at a time right now. Obviously, it's not the wanted, but you definitely want to see a better performance next week and the week after, because if not, this fan base is just fed up with it. They are. I know I am. Like I said, the expectations are high. I don't want excuses. I just don't want any more excuses. So we'll see what they do, guys. It's early. Hopefully McCarthy can game plan the matchup with the Falcons better, and Mike Nolan. All right, because that defense wasn't impressive to me one bit. It wasn't. Appreciate you guys. Cam Bright, he might be in the mix. Njoku. Got some Njokus out there. The Lunatic in the house. What's up, bro? What do you think about still starting over Cam Irvin? Yeah, I talked about him earlier. He's complete garbage, bro. He didn't get it done. He looked like an undrafted free agent. All right. Didn't look good in the Senior Bowl. Really, the reports out of camp were that he wasn't doing that good either. It's safe to say a lot of us were surprised that he made the actual 53. It was eye-raising, right? Brow-raising. Like, what? How did this guy? That was a surprise guy for the 53. Terrence Steele. I thought more of a practice squad for him, and now he's your starting right tackle. He didn't hold up, man. And the thing about it too is, not every team is going to have an awesome left end, but what the Rams did was genius. They put their best guy over there, and they totally took advantage of that. So if I'm the Falcons, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to put my best guy and move him out there, overload the other side, and expose him, because that's what they did. They overloaded the other side and pretty much left Terrence Steele on the island. We didn't do a good enough job helping him, and even when we did, it wasn't enough because, dude, he's just not good. You guys remember Rob Petiti with when Parcells were here? He started a season for us. He was like a 7th-round pick, Rob Petiti. Same type of player, man. Like and he's not even as good. Rob Petiti at least played the whole season, and kind of he was okay, but he was still getting beat left and right. Until we got Doug Free and Tyron Smith. So, it's a crazy thing, dude. But Terrence Steele, man, and Cam Irvin is not any good either, bro. Like, they gotta figure that out. You know what I mean? They gotta figure that thing out quick. They gotta figure it out quick. We gotta find out what Cam Irvin's injury was. It looked like he got rolled. I think his ankle or something like that. So we'll see what's going on with that. Can't break. Njoku. D-Law. He needs to be more consistent, man. For what he's getting paid, he's got to bring it. He really does. Right now, D-Law is looking more like your secondary guy. You know what I mean? Like Demarcus Ware was your primary. Anthony Spencer was your secondary. Charles Haley was your primary pass rusher. Tony Tolbert was your secondary guy. Right now, for me, even last year, DeMarcus Lawrence looks like your secondary player, and he's not getting paid secondary player. All right, so quiet night tonight. He's got to put this thing together, man. He's got to put that thing together. Yeah, Brandon Knight. Interesting that they didn't go with him. Maybe they take a look at him. You know, I actually would rather see Brandon Knight. They can't go with that guy again, man. He's gonna get Dak hurt, dude. And then we're gonna be rolling with the Andy Dalton show, who's not mobile whatsoever. We'll be in big ass trouble. You know what I mean? You gotta protect Prescott, man. That was kind of crazy tonight, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. Let's not overreact quite yet. It's still super, super early. I'm not relaxing by any means. You know what I mean? Because I'll be the first to tell you. There's always that one guy who's out there like, relax, it'll be okay, and this and that. But the fact is, some of these games, you got to win because you're gonna come across some wins. I mean, Washington. The thing about Washington, their defense is legit. That defensive line might be the best in the league. Homegrown, Deron Payne, these guys they've been drafting, and they were drafting to stop the Cowboys' running game. All those Alabama guys, I mean, Kerrigan, all these guys, those guys were specifically drafted to shut down the Cowboys' offense, running game specifically, because under Garrett, that was the whole thing, right? We're going to be a run-first team. We're going to pound it with Zeke. So they drafted those players. Well, now they have a very nice front. They have a hell of a front, man. Washington does, to their credit. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a tough game. It will. Now, if we can get in the face of Haskins, I think we'll be okay. The Eagles just didn't have any kind of answer for that. They couldn't generate any pressure. You know what I mean? So that should be okay. As long as we can get in Haskins' face, I think we'll be okay. But that Washington defense, it is going to stifle some people. I think they're going to surprise some people this year. Ron Rivera, he's a good coach, man. He is a good coach. Shout out to Mike Nolan running that 49ers defense from 2005. Yeah, I know, man. It was pretty disappointing, dude. I gotta say, it wasn't what we thought it was gonna be. Not tonight, anyway. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see that in the next game. We need Earl Thomas and Njoku. Let's see what they do, guys. Let's see what they do. Like I said, if they want Earl Thomas, it's gonna happen really soon. If it doesn't happen this week, it's not gonna happen because where we're at right now, you need another blue chip defender. Earl Thomas is a blue chip defender. All right, so a lot of fans wanted Earl Thomas here just 2 years ago. So what really changed? Was it the reports of the locker room, that kind of thing? What really changed? He's still a good player, and he's still in his prime. So, I would roll with it, man. And the money's not guaranteed now. That's the whole deal. If you sign him after week 1, the contract would not be fully guaranteed. All right. So I would do it. I'm not impressed with Darian Thompson. He's just a guy for me. I would think about upgrading Antoine Woods. He's just a guy to me. Snacks Harrison, baby. Get him in here. Or get somebody else. Somebody. They got to get better, man. Coaching costs us the game. Yeah. Coaching and I think a little bit of overhyping some of the players. It happens every year. Fans do it. I do it. DallasCowboys.com does it. It's always a little bit of an overhype, and then now you got to readjust. Everything looks good on paper, but now we're putting into practice, and now we see, okay, well, it looked good on paper, but in practice, not so much. So they got to clean up some things, personnel wise, game planning. It's not the end of the world by any means, though. Now if we lose these 3 games here without Lyle Collins, it's going to put us behind the 8 ball very, very significantly. So it is, man. Every game's a must win for me. It should be for you guys too. You can't relax in this league. You know what I mean? Every game you got to go with the intention to win and stack wins. You don't want to be this win one, lose one. Like we've done that already. We've done that already with Garrett. So I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that again. Kai Forbath and Greg Zuerlein. I think Zuerlein did okay. He missed that 53-yarder. So, and everything we heard in camp was he was nailing all the kicks, but they were within the 50. A lot of them were in the 40s. So maybe they just don't trust Zuerlein outside the 50. So I don't know, man. Something to keep an eye on, I guess. But that's Fossil's boy. I don't see him going anywhere. We need E.T. Snacks, Delaney Walker, Todd Davis. Yeah, Todd Davis I think would be a good one. A linebacker, played for I think it was the Broncos. Might be somebody worth looking into. But linebacker might come to the forefront for the draft. Just looking way ahead. All right, looking way ahead because, like I said, they did look at linebackers this last draft. Kenneth Murray out of Oklahoma, Patrick Queen out of LSU. Was it chum in the waters? I don't know. I don't think so because Kenneth Murray was a 30 visit, so they had legitimate interest there for a reason. Bolster that linebacker core. I think they got to. I think you got to bolster it up, man. I don't think you can keep rolling with what you got right now, man. Just looking to the future. Yeah, Everson Griffin, pretty quiet night. Zeke, I loved how Zeke looked tonight, though, guys. I think, from the bright spot to take out of the darkness, Zeke looked good. He looked like 2016 good. Fast, nimble on his feet, didn't go down easy, fought for every yard, stayed in bounds, and kept fighting for yards. He looked good, man. Zeke looked good. I liked it. One of the few positives of the game, and Alden Smith was the other one that I really liked in the game. Trayvon, I think, held up. Like I said, he lost a couple reps, but for a rookie, that's going to happen. But he did show up and make some good plays for you as well. So I do like Trayvon Diggs. I like Cheeto Uze with the interception. So, we're already doing a little bit more there in the secondary as far as being a little bit more aggressive. But safety position, we need to get better there. We need to get better at the safety position. That's it, And that was kind of the discussion leading up to this game, that these safeties needed to be under screws. They needed to be top. I mean, they needed to play really well to squash the Earl Thomas talk, and they didn't do it. They didn't do enough to squash the talk. That's why we're talking about it right now. That's why every Cowboys YouTuber is going to be talking about it, okay, because they didn't. The safeties didn't get it done, and Earl Thomas is still out there. Yeah, post fan. Yeah, he didn't do much. He didn't really wow me. I didn't feel that he really, took up enough gap. I don't think he filled enough gaps or double teams, it seemed like. So he was a little bit disappointing as well. But that was kind of his thing, man. I remember when Pogue came out, he was kind of a bust, man, when he kind of came out. But I mean, he's a role player, and but he has bounced around. We do need to remember that some of these free agents, they bounce around for a reason. Poe is that, he has bounced around the league for a bit, So You do have to take that into consideration. Poe wasn't going to be the end all be all at defensive tackle, but losing McCoy, I knew that was going to hurt. That showed up tonight because as much as the hype on Tristan Hill, we didn't see it in this game. And I know I'm not expecting Tristan Hill to come out here and have like a 2-sack game or 3 sacks or whatever, but I thought he would be a little bit more of a presence, and he barely showed up on the stat line tonight, so that's what it was. Nah, man, I'm not gonna paint Darian Thompson as something as the answer. No, he's not. He just isn't, man. Let's be real. So the thing about the Lamb caught balls, but did a rookie mistake on the 4th down. So I think there was a mistake there as far as not taking the route deep enough, because when he caught it, he wasn't there. He was going to have to catch it, turn around, and go up the field and get that other 1.5 yards, and he should have been a little bit more upfield. You know what I mean? So those are things that come with it, though. That was a rookie mistake. You know, I think, in college he probably breaks that tackle and converts that for a big play. That's what he did in college. But this is the NFL, and these guys, they did a pretty good job tackling our players. Whoever caught the ball, whoever ran the ball, they were all over us. So good job. Shout out to the Rams, the defense, the play calls. They did good, man. We pretty much had to play a perfect game to pull this one out, and they outcoached us. They did. They out-game planned us for sure, and we didn't do any in-game adjustments, which that was disappointing to me. Like I said, I thought McCarthy and these guys would have done a better job, but they kind of stuck with what they were. They stuck with their game plan, which wasn't really working, and that's what happened, guys. But I think that's where we're at, guys. I think we'll cut it there. Appreciate all you guys for catching the post-game review of the Cowboys versus the Rams. We lost 20-17. Let's rebound. That's what you got to do. You got to put this behind us, make some personnel changes and game plan, because we got the Falcons next. That's not going to be an easy one. So hit like on this video before you guys cut out. If you're catching this on the replay, hit like on the video. Appreciate you very much, guys. Thanks to everybody that was talking, chatting with me on Twitter. That was fun tonight. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter if you haven't already. It's fun talking about the game during the game, and you could kind of see how it was kind of shaping up as the game went on. So you kind of had this feeling that it was like, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this game, man. It's not what I was expecting. That's kind of how I felt. All right. Yeah, I feel you, man. We definitely did get robbed there, but we shouldn't have been in that position. At the very last possession, we need to get out of that rut, man. We got to get out of that. That's almost become like a culture of the Cowboys. They got to get out of that. But that's it, guys. I appreciate everybody that joined me live. I appreciate everybody in the chat box. Like I said, hit like on this video, like, subscribe, share. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Definitely during the week, we'll keep talking about this game and the upcoming game and things like that. Okay, so that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Hope you have a great rest of the week. I'll catch you very soon. Peace out, everybody. Go Cowboys.